Ya mateys. This stream only feels proper with a glass of wine and a nice blanket around my shoulders. It may be 80 outside, but it only felt appropriate. Sorry, stream manager is being a lovely fellow today. Alrighty, so I had mentioned that off stream I was gonna go through some of the clues with some of the people. I did. I also wrote notes on what I thought were the most interesting ones, so we will go through and listen to those together. For the most part, I just kind of mashed through a lot of these clues, and if anything stood out to me, I wrote it down. But I will say, as I'm getting more into the game and doing more of the clues and stuff, I think there is a lot of redundancy, and it feels like the game is also at the same time expecting you to follow through with that redundancy and repeat a lot of clues. So that's why this has been narrowed down a lot, because in some cases I would talk to Zephyr about a clue, and then he would tell me something, and then I'd go to Tadpole with the same clue. She would tell me the exact same thing. And then I would go to the next person, Mariana Moon or whatever, and she would tell me the same thing, just in a slightly different way. And that's fine. It's good character building for all of them, but the game also in the hint system is telling you to ask about it, and it seems like the expectation from reading guides and people on Reddit, the expectation is that you do talk to everyone about everything. And I just don't think that makes for fun watching on stream. I think the character writing is fantastic. If people still want to play through the game, absolutely go for it. But yeah. Let's just jump right into it though. We all have all these clues right now.
Not bad.
Sorry, my assistant has informed me that my audio is ever so slightly quiet, so I'm just gonna turn it up just a little bit. Yeah, that should be good. And now we wait. Oh, that went way faster. Earlier, I crashed the game 3 times by tabbing out. I don't know how I did it. I don't know if it's because I was tabbing out of it into another software and they just had a hissy fit with each other, but we're having good luck so far. I've tabbed out twice and we haven't had issues yet, so let's keep this rolling. But yeah, we have these eyeglasses on these guys. We're not going to do anything with these 3 right now. We're just going to start with Zephyr, probably, who I had a couple things to talk with. I think he actually said some really interesting stuff. I wrote a couple things. Let's start with, though, talking to him about Tadpole.
It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Motuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Motuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Motuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know.
Yeah, Tadpole is, even after hearing that, I really don't, I don't think she's like the culprit or someone with malintent, but it's interesting. I guess she's just nosy.
So,
maybe in love with
Dr.
him.
Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern world. They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing. Indeed, all of history's greatest scientists battled with such short-sighted stubbornness.
So, you want to be one of history's greatest scientists, and fundamentally change how we view the world?
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
A specimen? Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I'm studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen of all. If her transmission could be analyzed, interpreted, it would be an unparalleled discovery.
Her?
She is all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know. A being known only as the Mermaid.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
Then apparently you don't know much at all.
Correct.
I love in Zephyr's animations the turn to the camera one. I don't know, it's so smooth, it's so satisfying to watch. Oh right, I think that's all the suspects. I will say on every person I asked about all the suspects, for the most part, I think everyone said something interesting about someone else, but yeah, it's a case where if I ask him about Dirk Dansum, this character in particular hasn't spoken to him much beyond the surface level. Might know some things, but it's never something that someone else hasn't told us, but in just more detail, which is why we're not including it in the actual stream, because personally, I have some other games I want to play. I was not anticipating this game to be 18 hours. It's fantastic. I'm loving all of it, but also I do want to move on to some other games that I'm really excited to play. Why did I click that? I already knew. I did try and go through and like randomly pick some from this page to ask about, but then I also, when I was going back through, did use this hint thing a little bit because it is kind of nice. It does tell you the things that are like the most interesting. Funnily enough, for most of the characters, I think this only ever gave me like 3 things at most to ask about. Most of the time it was like I would come in, click a couple items, and then when I started relying on the hint, I didn't have to do it that much. The only time I relied on it a lot was probably last stream, and that's just because, like I said, I don't want to make everyone sit through. We did the math last time, 40 clues with 8 suspects. It's a long time. I may do it on my own time sometime, but I think people should also just buy the game and do it themselves if they really want to see it that badly. It's $18. Like ocean map. Let's see. So many papers. My vision is not great at telling what a map is. This handwritten letter, I think I've asked literally one person about it. I might, next time I come by someone who I think might have some information, I might ask him.
If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center.
And then the other interesting one was the
Before we left
stone
port
cauldron.
on the submarine's maiden voyage, Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stone Top Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do it himself? He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring a large amount of heavy equipment on board.
I did not see that earlier. I respect the game for this so much. Some grammar Nazis out there will sit there, or not even grammar Nazis, but people who try to write too formal for characters would try to avoid a double contraction like that, like the plague. I don't know why. Hirva is how I speak. Like, double contractions like that are normal, so I respect them for doing that and not writing out the full word and making it sound clunky.
I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut and locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside it, if that's what you're asking.
Interesting. I still think from my theorizing standpoint, I personally don't know what was originally in the cauldron. I feel like that's still something that's gonna, I don't know, it might come a little bit out of nowhere. I really don't have any ideas on what it could be at this point. It's the part of the mystery I'm probably the most, like, curious about in general. We'll go to Symmetry next. Symmetry was one where I literally asked her one question in the game when I went to hints, was like, you have nothing to ask, so. We're gonna ask her about one thing and then one suspect, which is Mariana Moon.
Still estranged, this moon and I, but she and me befind ourselves in newfound kinship joined.
What kind of kinship would that be?
The kinship of wearing a big yellow locket around your neck. We may need to workshop the name.
Mariana's moon necklace? That's a locket?
Must be. I've seen her open it up and peer concernedly at its internals.
Huh.
Mariana Moon, number 9. The half-hidden moon.
Being incomplete?
I will say, Symmetry, she is one who says, I think the least about most characters. She just is so vague and such a weird kid. She would sit there and be like, oh yes, Dirk Dansum, he sure is so handsome. Wore your slashing card, and then it's just like, you'd say something at her and she just stares at you. Which totally fits her character, but oh my god, it was going through these, I was like, anything new? And Mariana was interesting, and I think she also said something about Grip's cane in the last stream, so she does have something going on, but those other ones were a little bit of a slog. Yeah, we asked about one thing. I think I may have asked a couple others just on my own, but the only one I wrote down about was Caretaker's Journal.
Lillian's locket.
Looks familiar, don't you think?
I didn't know it had a name. Kindly close the book. I have no desire to look upon it longer.
Oh, sure. Here you go.
That face!
You know what it is?
Mine eye but chanced upon it. Nothing more.
My mother once told me of a young man named Santa Claus, and he would leave coal in your stocking. You mean presents? No, coal. What a strange child. I love you, Symmetry. Never change. Well, maybe she should change a little, but she's fun to talk to. Oh boy. Tadpole had one thing. I asked her about suspects. I don't think anything interesting came out of it. So let's talk to her about the ocean map. This is one, I wrote this one down, and you'll see what I mean about the redundancy thing with the ocean map.
That drawing of the coral, it looks familiar.
Oh, it's just a generic piece of red coral, isn't it?
It reminds me of a piece I found in the ocean recently.
Can I see it? Do you still have it?
No.
Great.
Yeah, I guess, so here's the deal. If you look at the logo for the game, there is behind it this mask thing with coral sticking out of it. I think the implication is that the thing that was at that location was the mask with coral attached, and the coral somehow broke off. Unless you're kind of... Is it meta? I think it's meta. If you're kind of meta reading the narrative and you come to that conclusion that that is the mask with the coral attached to it at this point, I feel like otherwise that just feels like repeat information. It's like, oh, it's the coral that was found at that X mark, and Tadpole found it. That's what I personally would assume if I wasn't meta reading the narrative, basically. Meta reading is, I don't even know if that's really how you describe it, but I feel like I'm cheating when I use the home screen of the game to give me hints about what's going on. I think that was the most / only interesting thing Tadpole really said. A lot of the other stuff was things we had talked about, like her... I think we spoke about her diving license on stream, and I spoke to her about, like, the stuff we found in Mortuga's cabin and things, and I don't think any of them were super... Well, I think those were interesting, but I don't think there's anything else here that was really of interest. Which means next up is Grip. And then we'll start going to the meat. Grip, we had 2 as well. Talk to him about Mariana
You
Moon.
know, there was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health and safety regulations.
Such a funny thing to say. So much shade. The other thing I want to ask Grips was ship wheel again.
Do you know how the wheel got damaged?
It looks in working order to me.
No, look. Some of the spokes are different. It looks like they broke off and got replaced.
You're quite right. Although it's not exactly at odds with the ship as a whole, is it?
Meaning?
Look around you. She's a ramshackle old thing. Sturdy, yes, even handsome in places, but undeniably a patchwork of sorts.
That is one I would not have asked about. Like, if I was a detective, I would not have asked about the width or the thickness of the spokes, because for some reason I have this vague memory of seeing shows and movies as a kid where they had like steering wheels that were partially like thicker spokes like this one. But maybe I'm crazy and it was just like cartoons infecting my brain and giving me worms in my head. Totally possible. Alrighty, let's see. I think we're now going to go talk to... Yeah, I think now's a... Oh, I guess we could talk to Dirk, because Dirk did also have a handful of interesting things to say as well. He actually, in my opinion, had some of the most interesting to say, because he gave us a lot of other hints. He was one who... Call me crazy. I didn't ask Dirk enough questions probably in the first place. Maybe it's because I just wasn't interested in his character or what. But I didn't ask enough questions because when I came here, asked like a couple random things. And then I started using the hints on that. And oh my goodness, they were like, oh, ask about message in a bottle. I would personally have never asked about message in a bottle. And sure enough.
That's my bottle.
What? Really?
Well, yeah, that's one of my non-alcoholic beers. Of course, someone's waxed up the top and put a whole bunch of green stuff on the bottom.
First of all, non-alcoholic, gross. Second of all, how on earth was I supposed to parse the possibility of that being his bottle? Unless one of these other clues I didn't ask about reveals that he is a big fan of beer. Like, I would not have asked about this message in a bottle. Another one was this, this one makes a little more sense once you listen to him and once you talk to some other people. Some of the other clues on other people point towards contracts being kind of relevant to Dirk's character, and this kind of solidifies that.
Whoa, wait, this is the contract Cynthia signed to become captain?
Seems that way. What's the problem?
No, I don't like this at all. She shouldn't have signed it.
Why not? You think she misread it?
No, it's not that.
Or what? Mortuga forced her to sign it? I don't really see the problem. Cynthia wanted to be captain, and now she's captain.
I guess.
Yeah, he's got some interesting ones. This one I should have figured this out. When it hinted at this, I was kind of embarrassed. Because one of the things we've established about Dirk's character is that he always goes on deck to get sun anytime the submarine is surfaced. And sure enough...
Oh, you found my tablets.
What are they?
The sun tablets.
Vitamin D, all 3 types.
Well, that's the one you get from sunlight.
Yeah, I gotta take it while I'm down here, since I'm not getting natural light, you know?
How come you left them in the mess hall?
I figured the others might benefit from them. Not sure I had any takers, though.
I just realized also, does dude just keep the sunglasses on him when he's underwater? Little weirdo. Let's talk to him about Mortuga.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like, how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
Yeah, that... I think there's... With the emphasis on contracts with Dirk and that line about Mortuga, it makes me think that Mortuga signed a contract, like, not a soul, maybe a soul trade, something like that, where he, like, sold his soul to the sea or something. Because that's the only reason I could think why there'd be such an emphasis on it. Or otherwise, he's got some weird, like, lawyer subplot where he got scammed out of his IP or an invention. Maybe he's an inventor, and that's the beef between Grip. Grip stole his inventions. I don't know, but I'm guessing it's like a soul contract kind of thing.
Dr. Z? Oh man, I love this guy. Hey, did he show you his curiosity collection?
I don't think so.
Dude has some seriously rad stuff in there. Plus, like, it's all real, you know?
Worth a lot of money, you think?
Oh, totally. The guy's sitting on a gold mine. There was this one thing. It was behind glass, like this spooky mask kind of thing. I wish I could remember what it was called. Anyway, Dr. Z said it was priceless. So, obviously, I asked what that meant, and get this. It means it's worth a lot of money.
Oh, Dirk, you stupid, stupid man. But also, Zephyr possibly having the mermaid mask was, like, kind of a big deal to me. Punching bag?
It's a punching bag.
Punching bag.
Looks like it's been recently punched. What?
Interesting. I guess the game's hint. I don't know if that's hinting or is that just sweat dribbles off him. Next up though, we gotta talk to Wormman, and we need to talk to him about the commander coat and then Mortuga. We're not talking about a suspicion at this point. We'll skip that for now.
Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth. He was real, of course. Flesh and blood.
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
As anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I'd heard he was, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way. The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin. Just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my father.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite sure. I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world, and thought I might be a good source.
For those of you who might be joining us, we're just going through and we're not repeating clues, but we're going through clues that I previously had dismissed, and then later I hinted off stream, and then I was like, oh, those are interesting. So now we're listening to them on stream. Mind you, I barely read the descriptions when the characters were talking. It was just a matter of me skimming and seeing what was interesting. But if you want to read all of these, talk to all the characters, which is super fun. I've done most of them. I've done half on most of the characters. I highly recommend buying the game for yourself. It's on Steam. It's like $19. It's not honestly that long. I just have other games that I want to play. So, we're going to ask now Wormman about that command contract.
So, I noticed Mortuga's contract has been typed.
Yeah, he clearly used my typewriter to make it.
Did you give him permission?
No.
So, how did he know how to use it?
It's a typewriter. Mortuga might have been, outdoorsy, but he wasn't an idiot.
I will say, I think that one is kind of a funny example of characters. That was something that I inferred, and then they were very explicit in the discussion of, yes, Mortuga used my typewriter. But maybe the reveal later is going to be like, well, Mortuga actually didn't, because Mortuga is actually an idiot and didn't know how to use a typewriter. Well, not an idiot, but he was sheltered out in the sea. I'm assuming genuinely, based on Mortuga's background, that he did know how to use a typewriter because he was working... Was he working at the inn for a while? I think he was. I think he was one of the owners of the inn for a period of time. So it would make sense he'd know how to use a typewriter to an extent. Now it's time to get into the stuff that I haven't even seen. So let's start with his suspicion. This is the second time I've done this, I think.
You're
After
from
the
Silkworm on Sea.
the other one's
is
the
that
tutorial
right?
one.
So technically no. My father and I moved there when I was very young. But for all intents and purposes, let's say yes. Why not?
And you first worked as a newspaper journalist, but then moved away to be an author?
I literally left my small town to go make it in the big city. It's so banal. I'm not a man, I'm a walking cliché.
But then, right as your writing career was peaking, you came back. And now you're here on Mortuga's submarine.
Remind me why you're here again.
2 words. Writing retreat. I've been trying to write this accursed book, but I couldn't focus with my publisher breathing down my neck. That kind of pressure is not conducive to one's creative process.
Surely there is something specific that made you come back to the town and seek out the submarine.
Something specific?
What made Worman choose to return to Silkworm on Sea and seek out the Mortuga submarine? Okay, we're gonna go kind of slow through these. Case file? No. His book would technically be a reason. Wooden buoy, her painting, some tablet. I don't think it's symmetry. He hasn't really spoken about her much. It wouldn't be anything related to Dirk, because Dirk came around after him. He didn't come for his typewriter. Let's see. That's the hard part about this. I kind of have like a concept in my mind of why he came back, which was he wanted to get more inspiration for his story because the original story was inspired by Mortuga. That's what I think deep in my heart of hearts, but that could be completely wrong. It's got to be a belonging of his, I feel like. No. Well, it could be the ship in a bottle. Let's just start there.
Nope.
Okay. Not the ship in a bottle. Oh, in the mail. Yeah, he did receive this letter. I forgot about that entirely. This is one that hasn't come up almost at all, I feel like. This clue. So. Whoopsie. Forgot this was his letter. Yeah, just to skim it again. It's a letter from his publishing company. Oh, I'm sorely disappointed in your lack of integrity regarding the socio-historical foundations of your story. It is only scratching the surface of the deeper mythos surrounding the cursed helmsman Magus Mortuga. So yeah, he sent him there to do research for his next book.
So you got this letter from someone called T.W. Ibis, who says...
Ibis? Never heard of him.
Oh, it's a him.
I don't think it's his dad because I don't think we've heard the name Ibis in the town. In the town family tree. I think it's just his old boss.
T.W. Ibis is Worman's old boss.
And, what gives you that idea?
Well, it's probably the newspaper he wrote. Duh, right? Has this actually got Ibis's name literally anywhere on it? Ah, yeah, right there. I got a terrible memory for names. I'm kind of floored I remembered that. Well, sir, it's right there.
Oh, look at you guys doing a little investigative journalism of your own.
Oh,
huh?
he's proud of me.
So this Ibis guy, this is someone you really looked up to, like a mentor.
Steady now. He was just my boss. Let's not get all schmaltzy with this.
Would value Ibis's opinion. No. Oh. Yeah, it's right here. I was gonna say, I was like, he totally put a thank you in his letter, in his book. Like, absolutely. This total softy of Werman definitely did that. But there it is.
For T.W. Ibis, who imparted upon me what it is to love the art of
I'm
writing.
aware of what it says, all right? Can we just settle down?
Guys, there's something bothering me. The letter has a diagram on the back showing you how, when, and where to find the Mortuga submarine.
Of course. How else do you think I managed to find it? Magnus Mortuga's submarine is the stuff of urban myth. It's not exactly public knowledge.
But that's my problem. How would Ibis know about it? He's not on board, is he?
No, and as far as I know, he never was. He's not even living in the town anymore.
But then how...
Yeah, no, I have no idea. FYI, I've officially decided not to worry about it.
Looking at the actual letter, he first insults your integrity as an author, and then presents a solution, basically offering you the chance to get onto the submarine and find Mortuga yourself.
A chance to meet Mortuga. So that's what convinced you to come back here.
Ooh. It is possible. Well, no, there's no way. I was gonna say, it's totally possible that T.W. Ibis was Mortuga, but I'll be honest, I don't know how on earth you could be an investigative journalist if you live on a submarine. But it's possible. A hair care routine, obviously. JD Werman wanted to reveal Mortuga's real life story to use as a script in the movie, to use as the plot for his next book. I think that's literally it.
J.D. Werman wanted to reveal Mortuga's real-life story to use as the plot for his next book. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Dirk Dan? No, I don't think it's Dirk. I don't think it's Mordoom. Originally created Mortuga. he's a papa. I think it's for the next book. Needed to steal?
J.D. Werman needed to steal Mortuga's real-life story to use as the plot for his next book.
I noticed you went straight for my sense of self-worth there.
I have conflicted feelings about steal versus like just wanting to know it. Like, I don't know. I have really conflicted feelings on that because I don't think you can really steal someone's life story. Like, obviously, I don't know. It's a complicated topic, honestly. But at the end of the day, Worman was invited onto the submarine as an author who wrote a book that was based on Mortuga's life, kind of like very similar parallels. Mortuga would have been well aware of that. I think it's really weird to say that he was stealing it when it's more than likely Mortuga to an extent was maybe aware of what Worman's goals were. In which case, I don't know if I'd consider that stealing anymore. But I don't know. That's just my opinion.
The main character of your book, Marcus Mordoom, he's based on Mortuga, isn't he?
Loosely inspired by. That's an important legal distinction.
And you're currently in the process of writing a sequel.
I've said as much.
And how's that going?
Look, I don't plan on stealing Mortuga's real-life story any more than I have already. I assure you, I am working on my own book, on my own terms, with my own ideas.
But you came back to...
Other than the fact that I happen to be on his submarine, do you have any evidence that I'm stealing Mortuga's real story for my next book?
Probably, yeah. What evidence is there that Worman might be planning his next book around Mortuga's real-life story? No. The movie magazine. It would have to be... Is it not the Hex of the Helmsman? Because there's a third character? It's either typewriter or action figure, I think. It's got to be one of the two.
That's not it. Nope.
Interesting. Curse of the Cauldron. And it looks like a newspaper clipping thing. Oh. This was what he was writing for his next book. It was literally Mortuga's death. Okay.
There's a piece of paper in this bottle with something written on it.
Which is why Dirk recognized it as his bottle. Worman took his bottle, threw this in it, sealed it, and then tossed it into the sea.
In fact, it's a little typed story that details the circumstances of Mortuga's real life, death.
A story? I don't know. It reads more like an arcane incantation. Why don't you ask Symmetry about it, or Zephyr? Just look at that symbol. What is that? Some kind of sacred geometry? Really not my wheelhouse at all.
Oh, it's Sally laying an egg. It's obviously this room. It's funny, I figured that out when I looked at the image. I went, that's the room he died in.
It's a drawing of a room on the submarine.
The one with the dead body, maybe?
It's a diagram of the crime scene. There's the window, the cauldron, and Mortuga's body laying on the ground.
Where did you find this bottle?
Madame Tadpole had it. She found it floating in the ocean.
Sealed in a bottle and found in the ocean, but you think I typed it?
Yeah, broski. It's literally your typewriter. It's blue.
The piece of paper in the bottle matches the paper you use in your typewriter, which also matches the sheets from the command contract, and we know these were typed on your typewriter because you told us.
But you think we're stupid.
Well, you've really done your homework, kids. I'm impressed.
You admit you typed the story?
It's not a story, it's just record keeping. After Mortuga died, I thought someone should write an account of what happened.
Nice try. But just looking at it, I can tell it's supposed to be a plan for your next novel. We need a clue to compare with the message in the bottle. Something to prove it's a story outline for Worman's next novel.
I would compare it just directly to the back of the freaking book. It sounds just like this.
The typed paragraph sounds a bit like
This is probably
the
wrong.
blurb because it's a plan for the next book. That's not right.
What? Really? Is there some feature that both clues have? Well, this one is in a bottle. And this is the book. It's probably the title. That's the only other thing I can think of.
The Curse in the Cauldron title sounds a bit like the Hex of the Helmsman title because it's a plan for the next book. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Really? Secret code, no. Is it really drawn in the same style? Oh my god, it is drawn in the same style.
The Curse in the Cauldron title
Oh,
is
really,
drawn in the same
guys?
style as
Really?
the Hex of the Helmsman
It's
title
alliteration with
because
of
it's a
the,
plan
I
for
guess,
next
to be
book.
fair.
Oh, now you're using graphic design against me, a little below the belt, don't you think?
If I will say, if you guys have noticed, there is a trend in YA fantasy of writing the title in the same format across tons of books. It's always the blank of the, or the adjective noun. That's almost all of the YA book names. Obviously there's exceptions, but it's a very, very common format. So I guess you could make the argument that just because he used alliteration and of the in his title, they don't sound that similar. I would say the more reasonable argument is your blurb is specifically about a guy who died like yesterday. And this book is yeah, I don't know. I think you could get a little loosey-goosey with that answer.
It really does seem like you took the events of Mortuga's death and turned them into a story outline for your book.
Yeah, all right, don't lecture me. I'm not exactly proud of it. I'm fully aware that this is, you know, murky moral ground.
Why was it in a bottle in the ocean?
As soon as I typed it, I regretted it. Stealing Mortuga's story all over again? For what? Just some book? I wanted to destroy it, but I couldn't bring myself to do it. So instead, I sealed it in a bottle and threw it into the ocean. It goes without saying that I never expected it to make its way back onto the submarine.
So what are you going to do now?
You know what I'd like to do? Give up. Call my publisher, tell her I tried, but I quit. I'm not going to write the book.
Why don't you?
It's just not that simple. There's a lot of money riding on this, people's jobs. Throwing in the towel now would be pretty selfish.
And you already tried coming up with your own ideas for the story?
Tried and failed. Repeatedly. I've come to the conclusion that I must have just got lucky the first time and that I'm not actually any good at this. It's funny, you know. I'd already decided that Mordoom was going to be killed off. That was the one idea I'd actually had. But I couldn't think of an interesting way for him to go. What's the hook? What's the setup? And then Magnus Mortuga is killed. Tragic, obviously, but at the same time, it was perfect. The locked room, the empty cauldron. I couldn't resist it.
Wait, Mormon, I had a question.
Another one?
You'd not met Mortuga before you arrived here on the submarine, is that right?
Yeah, never met him. That's why the offer in the letter was so tempting.
Right. But then where'd you get the information about him to inspire your first book?
The first one? Oh, I just asked my father.
Your father knew Mortuga? You never mentioned that.
He didn't, but they had a mutual friend.
I'm trying to think who this mutual friend could be. I might just brainstorm on that one a little bit longer, though. Let's jump to Mariana Moon. I like her. I think she's quirky and fun. She reminds me of a 30-year-old woman with a grandma trapped in her body. I think we wanted to ask her about her pipe, right? Yeah, tell me what's up with that.
You want to look at my pipe?
If you don't mind.
By all means.
It's got a passcode to it. The Konami code, even.
Sally, despite what you may have read in popular detective fiction, this is no time to smoke a pipe.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I want to listen to it.
You... what?
It's a little tape player.
That's adorable.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need to?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you...
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
Interesting. So Mortuga did get in a fight with Tadpole. There's no way that's what she recorded in the bilge. Let's keep listening to other ones. What happens if I play in reverse? Oh, it just unwinds it. Okay.
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? Now, that helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
That would be Dirk talking to Worman, which we know Worman didn't want to kill Mortuga. Dirk maybe did it on his own, but I kind of doubt that.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
Interesting. Okay. So Symmetry... What did Symmetry do? That's so weird. She was doing one of her illusion performances, cast a spell on accident. I don't know who she was talking to. I was so confident she was talking to Mariana Moon, but that's obviously not her, so... I don't know. Maybe it's the mermaid. Could be the mermaid. Super helpful. Nothing new.
There's something suspicious about Dirk.
Let's go talk to him.
You mean that part where he said, we should kill that guy? I think it's the part where he said we should kill that guy.
There's something suspicious about Zephyr.
Oh shoot, I had some stuff I wanted to talk to Mariana Moon about. That's fine.
Let's go talk to him.
I don't know why that's prompting us now. I did not get that earlier, and let's do that later. Let's go back to Mariana Moon and cover the stuff that I said I wanted to discuss with her. Let's chat with her about... Did I not talk to her about all the subspecs? Wait, really? Oh, well, yeah, her wooden pipe.
What do you think of the pipe? Fine craftsmanship, wouldn't you say?
It's not a pipe at all. It's a secret dictaphone.
That's not a secret.
You're clearly recording people without their permission.
So?
So it's immoral.
Well, if you're going to kick up a fuss, I'll just take it back, shall I?
No, hang on. It might be useful.
Aha! I knew it. Tut at me all you like, but you can't deny the value of hard evidence.
She's so based for that. Oh, really? It wants us to ask about the ocean? I thought we asked about the ocean map. Did I not ask about the...
As much as I love an old map, I wouldn't know where to start with his. I prefer maps that show some sort of land. Or, you know, some sort of anything.
Yeah, see, even sometimes when the game tries to give you hints, that is not a incredibly helpful or inspiring piece of information. All we know is now she doesn't know anything about it, which, meh, could have done without. Oh, what else did I want to ask her? I wanted to ask her about the paintings, the hers.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder, why here? Why this particular part of the coast? It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
So fair, honestly. What else did she have to say? I asked her about both her paintings.
This here, that's the stone top emblem.
Oh yeah, we saw it on the sign outside the Stone Top Inn. Do you remember, Sally?
No, but I was basically still asleep at that point.
What are those letters above it?
Initials, SS.
Stone Top C? Secret Stone?
Selena Stonetop.
The owner of the painting?
The painter herself.
If you hear dog scuttling, that is in fact my dog. Let's see. Wooden boy.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine. On the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
Alrighty. And then I think the last one was this family photo, because she makes an interesting observation, doesn't she?
Oh, good. I was worried this wasn't going to come up.
What? Cynthia and her family?
The submarine in the background?
Yes and yes. But also no. The best part of this photo is the thing on the left-hand side. It's in a glass tank. Do you see it?
Barely.
Is it a snake?
It's the silver snake, also known as the silkworm serpent. Oh, you've heard of it?
We might have. But what's it doing in the photo?
So, that submarine in the background. The silver snake is the reason that was built. Sylvia Seafoam, pictured there in the fancy jacket, she was quite fond of her serpent friend, you see, but the powers that be were demanding she hand it over to be studied. So Sylvia made a plan to go and live in a submarine and take the silver snake with her.
That's, quite ambitious.
Wait, so the sea serpent would also be living in the submarine?
Well, I don't have all the details. It's something I'm still researching.
This has all been foreshadowing. Tadpole's actually the mermaid all along. That's why she's so green. It's the only explanation. I actually think that's a total fluke. There's no way. Right? Yeah. Who do I have a lot to ask of? Zephyr has the next most, so let's take a little breaky from the questioning and do the suspicion for Dirk. The other murder? What? Sorry, 1 second. I have to take this. Please carry on. I'll be listening as well.
Tell me, Dirk, have you ever been involved in the planning of a murder?
Bro, not cool. Why would you come right out and attack me like that?
Proof that Dirk was trying to kill someone. Nope, don't have anything like that. What part suggests it? Probably track number 2. That'd be the one?
Listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right?
So, who are you planning to kill, Dirk?
Sorry, but I can't tell you. I know that sounds mondo suspicious, but I just flat out can't say any more about it.
If you're not going to elaborate, we might just have to assume this is a recording of you planning to kill Magnus Mortuga.
Come on, man, that's way off. Why would I want to kill Mortuga? I admire the guy. He's fascinating. I came to the submarine to meet him, not murder him.
Hang on. I thought you only came to the submarine because you were tagging along with Worman.
I mean, yeah, it was Worman who wanted to come to Silkworm and, find the submarine, but I figured if I came with him, I could meet this real guy, the real Mortuga, for research.
Oh, wait, I'm falling behind. Dirk, why would you want to research Mortuga?
Why would he want to research Mortuga? That's what Vincent Van Da Pier looks like? That's awesome. Don't worry, guys. Not peeing, just pouring water into my wine glass like any well-adjusted person does. There's no way Julie was fired. Secretly on board the submarine. I actually have no clue. Marcus Mordoom. There's no... Oh, no. He wanted to do this because of this. Yeah, it's the same guy. Duh, how could I forget? Yeah.
Magnus Mortuga was the original inspiration for Marcus Mordoom, who Dirk plays in the movie adaptation.
Right, so, look, I had this idea. I figured surely meeting the real Mortuga would help with my portrayal of Mordoom in the next movie. Like I said, research. You hear about actors doing that kind of thing, don't you?
So, that was your idea? Your own personal plan? To come with Worman to the submarine?
Yeah, but I don't like the way you phrased that. It sounds like you're leading up to something, or...
Yeah, I don't believe that's why you came here with Worman. In fact, I don't think it was your own idea at all. There's clearly a third party involved. Someone or something that we haven't mentioned yet.
It would have been the movie producer asked Dirk to spy on not himself, Worman. And report back. I think it's just a report back.
The movie producer asked Dirk to spy on J.D. Worman.
No room for friends in the movie business.
It seems like you're basically here as an informant for the Wit and Whimsy production company. You know, those guys who pay your salary.
Spy on Worman? No way, you got it all wrong. Besides, how am I supposed to report back to Wit and Whimsy? They're hundreds of miles away, and we're floating out here in the middle of the ocean.
Is this guy fucking stupid? He has a phone.
This is your cell phone, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't get any signal out here, not even standing on deck. It's quickly running out of battery, too.
No battery and no signal. What if I said you had a way around both of those problems?
Oh, what? Really? Something that fits into Dirk's phone. There's no way it's the strange device. He was not charging his phone with this. Oh my god, you're serious? I was making it up.
I think this weird ray gun looking thing is actually a custom antenna for your phone. I'd imagine it doubles as a battery charger too. Pretty convenient.
Bro, I don't
Sick
know
phone, by
what
the way,
you're
bro.
basing this on.
Two
I mean,
ports.
Look, you plugged it in, but the battery still isn't charging, and I'm still not getting any network signal.
Because you dropped it in the ocean.
That's because the custom antenna thing is broken.
Oh, for real? Oh, man, it doesn't look broken.
I'm pretty sure it got waterlogged after someone dumped it in the bilge water.
That's where it was? No wonder I couldn't find it.
Bro.
I mean, okay,
He said,
whatever, you got me. Consider me fully got.
You know, this thing doesn't look like any kind of retail model. More like a one-off bit of custom engineering.
I'm guessing the production company issued it to Dirk specifically for this journey, probably when they realized he'd be out in the ocean and might need some help getting a phone signal.
Yeah, so Mr. Vanderpeer really didn't want me going off-grid, so he set me up with a way to turn my cell phone into a kind of heavy-duty satellite phone.
And what did Mr. Vanderpeer want you to keep him informed about, exactly?
Dirk doesn't have to admit to anything else. All the evidence we need is right here.
Dude, I'm just saying. Oh, what's that? It's not SpaceX, but Elon Musk's little worldwide internet company could never. Antenna phone's way cooler. Which part shows the correspondence between them? I believe. That's a funny email from Julie. I think that's cute. Yeah, it's this one. He's still struggling. He keeps writing the first chapter over and over.
There's a handful of outgoing messages from you to Vincent Vanderpeer. Specifically, they're all updates on Werman's progress with his novel.
Look, the studio
Or
was
lack
worried
thereof.
Werman was just going to disappear without ever finishing the book. So they sent me to keep an eye on him, maybe even steer him in the right direction a little bit.
The right direction, in terms of the story.
Yeah, so the movie studio has this grand plan. They want to make 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies, at least. And so they really need Werman to have his books play out to support that plan.
3 more movies, huh? Sounds like quite a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it is. It would take years.
Interesting. I think we may have finally looped back around to the question at hand. Let's listen to this again, shall we?
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right? Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
Dirk, I think I finally worked out who you wanted to kill.
Obviously. Oh, you know what? I didn't consider that second one. I think it is the second one, though. Because killing Werman would completely stall the movies. They wouldn't do them at all at that point. Vincent Van Deer, the movie producer, though, if they killed him, then Werman could do whatever he wanted. I think it's the producer.
Really?
I'm gonna try that again.
That helps
Really?
both of us. If he dies, come on.
It's actually Werman?
I think...
I guess sometimes the author dies and then you keep making movies based on the first book. It's so weird as a concept. I don't know about that one. But we'll let it roll for now.
J.D. Werman, the author.
Sure about that?
Hey,
Not
listen.
really.
That helps both
If
of us.
he dies.
Come on, I know you
Dirk?
don't.
I think
Wait, really? He wouldn't be in any movies anymore. Does he just, I guess maybe he didn't want to be an actor anymore? I don't know. I've not seen enough evidence to support at this point that he wanted to not be in the movies anymore, I guess is the way to put it.
Marcus Mordoom, the fictional character, the person you're talking to in the recording must be Worman. You're suggesting he should kill off the Mordoom character in his next book.
Hey, come on, dude.
Do you deny it?
Why would I want to kill off more Doom? That's my character, my job.
Oh, so he's free from the contract for all of the future movies if the character dies. I get that. And then since the series ends with Mordoom dying, Worman doesn't have to write any more books in the series. It all came together. I got there eventually. It's a Harrison Ford situation. You thought he was boring. You didn't like playing him. You want to take acting jobs, other ones, because he was getting emails from that sci-fi one.
You want to be free to take other acting jobs instead.
Let's take a look at the cell phone one more time.
Let's take a look one more time. This one.
There's an email in here offering you a big role in an upcoming movie. And another email from your agent reminding you that you're not free to take it, and won't be for several years. From what I gather, you signed a pretty lousy contract with Wit and Whimsy, and now you...
Okay, hang on, sorry, but how would you know anything about my contract?
Well, I don't know the fine details, but I did get a general sense of it.
Huh, did we learn anything about his contract with the movie studios? Nor none of these. None of these. It could be
It
this.
seems to me like your
Yeah,
co-star
okay.
soaked up most of the budget for the movie, and you ended up with a bad deal.
Possibly because you were too keen to sign whatever contract they gave you. Possibly just because you didn't have much negotiating power, since you weren't famous yet.
You know, a little from column A, a little from column B.
You said yourself
Poor
the
guy.
studio wanted to make at least 3 more Marcus Mordoom movies. So you're stuck in that lousy contract for several years, unless you can somehow ensure the next movie is the last one.
So, if Worman kills off the character in the books, that would stop the studio making more movies? I'm not convinced that would actually work, but okay.
The point is, now that I'm a known actor, I could be making more money with a different studio. A lot more. But I can't let it get out that I wanted the Mordoom character to be killed off. Everyone's gonna take it the wrong way. They'll call me greedy and ungrateful. Look, you gotta understand, killing off Mordoom isn't just about me. I was also trying to help Worman. He's been looking for a way out too.
A way out?
He's not enjoying writing the books anymore. The whole thing became just this awful burden. I'm sure he'd be happier if he could just be done with it. Hey, besides, maybe killing the main character would actually make for an interesting story. Did you ever consider that?
Next time in SFB games, they kill off Grimoire. I think we should talk to Zephyr. I have a couple things I wanted to chat about with him. And he's also got a suspicion. He's the one who I think his suspicion will actually be the hardest for me. But let's go through really quick the things that I thought was interesting that he said.
It really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Motuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
Huh. I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she began scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know.
And then he also said something interesting about himself.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I want separateness.
Zephyr, can you tell us more about the work you do as a dream doctor? I'm looking for specifics here.
I've told you all I think you could understand. To be blunt, it's not a line of inquiry that should concern you. That is to say, my experiments have no connection with the murder.
You say that, but we found something at the crime scene that we think belongs to you. Specifically, something we think is related to your little dream experiments.
Oh, wait, was that oh, that was just a super delayed trigger for this suspicion, because I did ask someone. Honestly, I thought it wasn't super helpful, because I kind of figured out that the vial belonged to the dream guy, because, you know, it's got a moon on it. And I think he even said it belonged to him. So I was confused why it triggered so late for me to use this as, like, my start of the suspicion. That's kind of strange. Yeah, it's this moon vial. Yeah, it was this. No, yeah. So, in my talking with people, one of the people I chatted with was Symmetry, and Symmetry said, I can't muse about things in the dreams chamber dream, whatever the heck. And then I left and did a bunch of other things before stream, and then only during stream did this suspicion proct for Zephyr. That's so interesting.
That has nothing to do with my research. What makes you so sure it even belongs to me?
The moon.
The moon label.
Really?
I'm gonna try that again.
That has nothing to do. What makes you so sure it even belongs to me?
The homie likes purple smell?
The smell. According to Mariana Moon,
Okay.
the liquid from the bottle is seawater mixed with 3 particular herbs.
Mariana Moon's sense of smell knows no bounds, but I fail to see how this information connects it to me.
Okay. The smell is connected to him in some way. It's probably something that was found in this room. Not the pocketbook. The dream helmet?
We'll get to that later.
Fine, we will get to that later. Another clue with the same smell. Is it possibly the hex bottle? Yes. She said the same stuff was in it. I actually didn't catch that. Funny little jellyfish. He's cute.
The liquid in your hex bottle has the exact same 4 ingredients.
Irrelevant. The hex bottle isn't anything to do with my dream experiments either.
So what is it? What's in the bottle?
Such an annoying brat. It's his cute little octopus. It's sleeping. I think there's a sleepy little octopus in the hex bottle.
The hex bottle contains a
Nailed
sea
it.
creature, and it's asleep.
A sea creature?
Oh, I gotta count the legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 6. That's a hexapus.
A hexapus. It's not called a hex bottle because there's a magic spell inside. It's called a hex bottle because there's a sleeping hexapus inside.
Oh my gosh.
His
That's
name
smart.
is Hex. I've had him since I was a young boy.
That's so
Not
cute.
to be rude, but that must have been quite some time ago. A normal octopus would live only a couple years, wouldn't it?
Hex is a singular specimen with a number of special properties.
Do you ever let him out of that little bottle?
Of course I do. Hex swims freely in the ocean at night, and during the day he returns to me and sleeps in the bottle.
So he's asleep right now.
I knew he was related to your dream experiments.
Who said anything about dreams?
Nobody. But just looking at him, I think I know one of Hex's special properties, and it would explain why you'd be interested in the first place.
He can see into your dreams. I'll be honest. I'm kind of a dumbass. I thought this texture on his skin was just him being kind of fucked up. I didn't think it was actually like an in-game thing. I think the funnel is in... You know what? Actually, no. It's his head. Is an image of his dream.
Pure subconscious projection, unmarred by the insecurities of the waking mind.
That's pretty cool.
What a powerful critter.
I can see why you became a dream scientist.
So the hex bottle was the original. And then you made the dream helmet more recently.
They are two distinct objects. There is no such connection.
No.
Yeah, they both have fucking funnels, dude.
Right. The dream helmet's clearly just a scaled up version of the hex bottle, specifically scaled up to human size.
Put our head on it. Who is Zephyr using the dream helmet on? I know he used it on Mortuga. The only other person would have been Symmetry, though. And I think the Mortuga one was a one-off. So let's start with Symmetry.
That's not right.
Okay.
We heard Martuga's
There you go.
experiencing a particular recurring dream. I think he was your test subject.
So, Mortuga wears the dream helmet and lays on your weird chair thing. And then you give him some of the moon potion to help him sleep.
And as he dreams, the dream helmet collects the spirit energy and sends it to...
to the fog ball. Created by Symmetry. Thou may use it to speak with Gregory. This antenna. And this antenna. Yeah, it's the other antenna. It's not this metal part. It's right here.
This antenna wirelessly
Or it's
transmits
the
to
metal part.
this antenna, and the fog ball receives the radio signal. Almost. Maybe just...
Yeah, it's this part then. Okay. I thought it was antenna to antenna in most radio things, but also this is a dream helmet and a fog ball. I don't think the specifics matter.
This antenna wirelessly transmits to this metal part, and the fog ball receives the radio signal. That's not right.
Oh. Oh, it's not radio signal. It's dream energy. Duh.
This antenna wirelessly transmits to this antenna, and the fog ball receives the dream energy.
Do not think I cannot hear your mocking tone. It may surprise you to learn that I have indeed had some success in this area. I did once successfully filter something into the fog ball, and I witnessed a face inside the glass, however briefly.
A face?
No doubt the visage of someone from beyond the veil. Unfortunately, I have been unable to consistently replicate it.
Did you make a record of it?
I thought I did, but I can't remember where.
Where did he make a record of the face he saw? Underwater photo is from the console room, so I don't think it's that. Oh, it was on the back of the one book. Ah, it was on the one book. The thing. Ah, yes. It was on the back of this journal. That's the face.
There it is. Irrefutable evidence.
Sorry to burst your bubble, Zephyr, but
I would have only figured that out with that symmetry clue. Maybe there's other people who would have mentioned it. But yeah, I would not have caught that. That's a tricky one. Why would that face appear in the fog ball? That fog ball was designed to show that exact face. The face never appeared in the fog ball. The fog ball reflects the face of whoever uses it. I think it's specifically designed to show that exact face because it was designed by Symmetry, and Symmetry said it was Gregory.
The fog ball was designed to show that exact face.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, but we have... She said it. She said it. Where... Ah. Maybe this? Because that's the image she uses.
I mean, I get it, but that's not quite right.
Well, I get it, yeah. Ugh, that's annoying. Because I think that one does capture kind of the idea. What's on this one? No, not this. I'm just gonna skim really quick on some of these. Nope, 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 nope. No, no. What a cute drawing of her mom. I really don't know where the explanation is. Thinking. Undeniably thinking. It could be... Let's just start skimming some stuff. Nope, not what I wanted. No. It's not in there.
Nope.
Yeah, I figured. Just checking. At this point, we're gonna start clicking on a couple things. Oh, wait. There it is. I'm so stupid. I looked at this earlier when I was looking for this guy.
But what's the connection causes the face to appear.
Probably symmetry?
A certain voice. The fog ball is designed to show the face when it hears Sim's voice. That's how the original trick worked anyway. See how in the photograph she's talking to it through the telephone?
I demand that we test this theory. Send for symmetry at once.
Wait, we don't have to.
Send for her at once. Via the woodpipe. Of course.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya.
This is the correct clue, but we need to choose the right part.
Hey, listen, why?
Sorry, it's this one.
We have a recording of Sim's voice right here.
Wrong one. At first.
Stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born.
I don't say this to be cruel, but it seems like your dream experiments are, inconclusive.
I'm just glad to have some clarity about what they actually are. And as far as I can tell, it all seems pretty harmless.
Right, and the moon potion.
As you said, merely an herbal tincture.
But then why was it found at the crime scene?
That I do not know.
Do you know if Motuga had any on him? Did he ever borrow a bottle from you?
It's a possibility.
Evidence that... It's in the bottle. Shika shika. Mortuga had the seed from the moon vial.
This is the right clue, but we want a specific...
The glass dropper.
If Mortuga
Oh,
had
okay.
the dropper,
That makes more
I'm
sense.
assuming he had the rest of the moon vial somewhere nearby.
Curious. Where exactly did you find this?
It was on his desk, in the captain's cabin.
And yet, the moon vial was discovered at the scene of the crime, one floor below.
So, Hex actually shows his thoughts on his skin?
Aw.
Yeah, it's incredible. Hey, what if we got him to think about something else? Maybe we can get Hex to think about something else.
We can show him.
Nocturnal. You will leave him be.
Maybe we can
He's
get
nocturnal.
That's so lame. 1 second. Give me the octopus clue. I want to see if I can use him. That was a cool twist. I kind of figured it was some like creature thing. But it's so cute. Just a little octopus that's in there that can like churn its skin to its thoughts. Which is a cool twist on just regular octopuses. What does he know? Answer me this riddle 3. It looks like he's thinking Power Rangers. It looks like just a big Power Rangers face. Yeah, so we've made good progress. We've done 1, 2, 3. We have a suspicion to do with Cynthia. I forgot her name because it's been a minute. So these 4 are our remaining ones. And I think once we talk to more of them about the pipe, I think we'll actually unlock more suspicions, hopefully. But yeah, this was like a super lots of progress, which is awesome. Really liking a lot of these reveals. I think the suspicion portion of the game I really enjoy. I just wish there wasn't so much... Sorry, I had to swallow. I just wish there wasn't so much between the first suspicion segment and the next one. Like, the first one at the start of the game is in chapter 1. And then you get so many clues, and then you do so many of those clues, and it's just a very long stretch of time. I think the suspicion parts of the game are the most interesting, and I don't think you necessarily need to block it off into a suspicion portion. I just think when you find a clue, at times you probably could allow the player or build in some inferencing during the discovery of certain items. I think that could be really interesting. But I also get it. It's kind of difficult to program a game out that extensively. But yeah, I'm having a really good time. This part's really engaging. Excited to keep playing it. Tomorrow, though, I think the plan is to just move forward with doing either Vintage Story or Pal World. It sounds like my fiance, I told him, I said, you can join me on the stream for whatever you want. And those are the two he's kind of between. So we will see how he feels tomorrow. Personally, I don't want to buy Pal World right now. But it's also kind of hot, and he's like, you'll get so many views. We'll see about that. We'll see how many views I get playing Pal World if we do that. Vintage Story, though, I think will also be a fun time. It's a pretty chill game. We'll probably keep it pretty low-key. But that was gross. I'm so sorry. But I hope everyone has a good night. And I will see you all. Bye-bye.